Welcome, everyone. We're here to do a sports interview with B. Silsky to talk about the Yankees versus Mets and the Eagles versus the Chiefs and the Chiefs versus the Bills and the rivalry between the Bills and Chiefs and the rivalry between the Mets and Yankees and the power showdown of New York City between those two teams, and about the Yankees' success during the year and some of the struggles, but also about the Mets so far, about them not being a good team at all this year, which is very strange. And also to talk about basically the New York Knicks. As you can see, I'm wearing my New York Knicks t-shirt, so literally we're going to be talking about the New York Knicks winning the NBA championship and all about the Knicks not giving up and about their playoff run and about B. Silsky's content and everything and just everything. And plus, Randy Nation Zero from TikTok will be making an appearance and joining the sports interview later on to talk with B. Silsky. So we're going to get him on and get them both on very soon. But yeah, we're going to be talking all about that and everything. About Yankees versus Mets, the battle for New York, and bringing the title back to New York City. They're the New York Knicks. And Eagles versus Chiefs, Bills versus the Chiefs, and also about why the Dodgers are still a threat to the Yankees and everyone. What's up, Randy? Welcome, B. Silsky.
Alright, let's go, B. Silsky.
Just give it a second.
Yes, sir. Also, Will, they were trying to give you a whole hassle because I was going to Braden's house for 4th of July.
Wait.
Trying to mess up, and I scratched and fall. He almost had. Did you tell your mom about the?
Here we go. What up, B. Silsky?
What's going on, B. Silsky?
What's up?
Thank you guys for having me.
You're welcome. And B. Silsky, I would like you to meet Will. He's one of my longtime friends from camp.
B. Silsky, what's up, man? It's
So,
our first party together, man.
Basically, B. Silsky, I know it's been a long time. Definitely. And I want to know what your thoughts were on that cool logo I sent you.
That was cool. It was definitely cool, man. Appreciate
Definitely. And plus, I want to hear your thoughts about how, because I see you're wearing your Knicks jersey. So I want to know, basically, Randy Nation, I know you don't like them, but I want to know,
Cats fan.
B. Silsky, I want to know your thoughts about the Knicks winning a championship.
Listen, since it brought tears to my eyes, though. But, the Knicks, listen, we've been through so much. We've been through, our worst times. What I meant to say, it was bad. It was bad. If Knicks fans on here, they know. They know what line we used to have back in the days, but, man, it all pays off.
I understand that. Definitely. And I want to know, what was your thoughts about that Game 4?
No, Game 4, I thought, the third quarter, if we be down by, at least 15...
Yeah.
I think it was 27 points, though.
When
29
it came down to the fourth quarter, what it came down to, we were down by 5 in 5 minutes. That's how you know what? I think we can win this game.
Yeah.
I'm not going to lie. They did eliminate an NBA champions, the Denver Nuggets.
That's true.
They did. But honestly, they did overturn one of the plays when the time buzzer went out because it was a foul. But they did came back and won that game. So they did beat an MVP Jokic, so that's pretty amazing.
That's true. And Vsilski, I want to know, what was your thoughts of the Knicks playoff run by having that many winning streak and
I'm
everything?
not gonna lie, like the Atlanta Hawks really scared me for a bit. Like we're down by 2-1.
Yeah.
I was like, come on, man, like. And then once they played good, once they got on the roll, then I just know, like, and then next we versus Philly.
Oh God, I remember that.
Second round, but we swept Philly. We swept Philly good though.
That's true.
In the third round, Eastern Conference Finals, we got the Cavaliers, but Knicks was down by 22 in the fourth quarter by 7 minutes and 30 seconds left. Brunson put his team on the back, yo.
I understand that totally.
Well, I meant to say Brunson put his team on his back. He put his team on his back. 7 minutes and 30 seconds.
That's true. That's very true.
Question for you, Sylvie. What did you think about Anthony Towns pushing his own player into the Spurs player just get a cheap foul?
Oh. Which game was this? You're talking about game 5?
That was the last game until they won it.
That was game 5. But for me, I was like, Knicks just got to play good defense and keep scoring baskets. Bucket after bucket.
Definitely. And I want to know this. How, like, your thoughts about how when we took games 1 and 2, then we lost game 3, and then we took game 4. And what was your thoughts going into game 5?
Game 5, like, Knicks got to keep them close. Like, they keep going a runaway like they always do. But if the Knicks keep them close, we can win this game. Because Knicks are a great... Well, I meant to say the Knicks are like the best fourth quarter team. They're like the best fourth quarter team in the playoffs.
I believe that. And what was your thoughts about Brunson in game 5?
When Brunson turned on his burners, bucket after bucket, we have a good chance winning the game.
That's true. And what was your reaction when we won?
I was jumping for joy. I was crying too.
I bet you were at the Irish bar that day.
Nah, I was at a different place. I
understand that totally. And
I was crying, yo.
What, Randy?
I was actually was he at Long Beach or which bar? Because like you've been going to the finest bars, so I was like saying, dang.
I was in Queens that day.
Ah. And
have you had any problems with any viewers? Which bars to go to watch sports? Name them. Your opinion.
There's a couple of bars. I really can't name them out right now.
That's okay. And I want to know this because you say you were jumping up like crazy.
Yeah.
Like, did you ever think the Knicks would win, though? Like, in your life, did you really think they would?
2023, like, boom. So we're going to go back to 2021. Like,
okay.
We had no expectation. We have, like, that's when we had Julius Randle, RJ Barrett, Obi Toppin.
I remember that.
Then this team just came out of nowhere, like in the playoffs.
Yeah.
Like the next season when we got Kimball Walker, Evan Fournier, like, you know what? Maybe Knicks have something. And then Knicks didn't make the playoffs in 2022. And then here comes 2023. That's when the Brunson era began. Like we had like no expectations.
That's true.
Everybody counted us out early. Like the Knicks, like we got through the first round because we won the first round game since a long time ago in 2023, and then the next round we versed the Heat. We lost unfortunately, we lost in Game 6.
Oh, yeah.
And then next year, we traded Obi Toppin away for Dante DiVincenzo. And then in the playoffs, like, Knicks had a good regular season. They were like the second seed.
Yeah.
The third seed, I mean, once we get down to playoffs, we versed a tough Philly team that year. A six Philly team? A 6-seed Philly?
I think so, yeah. Philadelphia
we won in
76ers.
Game 6, though.
Wait, I got a good question. What do you think when the Knicks made a trade with the Denver Nuggets for John C. Phillips, former Pistons? I remember the Pistons made a trade for Allen Iverson for John C. Phillips on the Nuggets, and then the Nuggets made a trade for John C. Phillips for a player from the Knicks. What do you thought about that trade?
I thought the Knicks going to have something that year. I thought the Knicks going to do something. But, so boom. So we're going to continue the process. And then second round, 2024 playoffs.
Yeah.
We lost in Game 7, though. Like, we were up 2-0, though. And then after that,
I understand that.
we lost in 7.
Yeah.
And then 2025,
Mm-hmm.
that's when Karl Anthony Towns came in.
Oh, yeah.
And then first round, what do you call it? First round, we passed. Second, we passed the second round too. Second round, we versed the Celtics. We versed a tough Celtics team, though. The first round, we versed Detroit last year. We versed Detroit.
Yeah.
Nah, we won in Game 6. And then the second round, we versed a tough Boston team. And then Knicks beat Boston by, I think, 25, Game 6.
Oh, yeah.
And then the Eastern Conference Finals, it was like the same thing that happened this year, but reversed it. Knicks won by like 20, and then Indiana came back, and then after that, then it just messed it up. The chemistry.
Yeah.
After this, but the Knicks lost in Game 6, and then the next year, that's when we add a few pieces. Jordan Clarkson, Colorado, and
OG.
OG ain't know to be on the team since 2023 and 2024.
Oh, yeah. That's true. I forgot about that.
And what else? What else though too though? But in the playoffs, I was a little nervous when the Knicks missed the Hawks. We were down by 2-1.
Yeah.
And then moments later, we just got on the roll.
That's true. And Will, do you have any questions for
Philly,
him?
we beat Philly. We swept Philly. We swept Cleveland. I thought we were going to be versing OKC.
Yeah.
If this OKC, if the Knicks play the way they play, I'm going to say Knicks in 7.
Mm-hmm.
But since they versed the Spurs, I was saying like probably Knicks in 6 if we versus the Spurs.
Ah, I understand that totally. As you can see, Will is in a Celtics hat.
Man, I'm glad that the Knicks destroyed the Phillies, the 76ers. I'm glad. Man, my team has been having a crappy year this year and last year because Tatum just came back. Tatum just came back from being injured from last year and then he came back like 5 or 6 weeks for the playoffs, and they couldn't do anything because he's their best player. And after the Celtics lost to the 76ers, Knicks came in and just swept them in a broom.
I remember you were happy about that.
I was happy about that part, so...
Yeah, what you call it though too, but here's where we continue the process. And then Knicks was down against the Spurs in Game 1. They came back. Game 2,
I mean,
Knicks was down by the Spurs again. Then they came back. In Game 3, I'm not gonna lie, every game was close, but Knicks won Game 3.
The Spurs always had a lead in the first half, and then second half, that's when Brunson turned things around.
Yeah.
It
And
was
started
told
fighting.
like the 29 LeBron before he left the Cavaliers in 2010 to go to South Beach. A lot of people thought that he was going to go to the Knicks. Here's one thing: LeBron was never going to play for the Knicks. One thing is, he was always going to stay somewhere close to Akron, Ohio. He made a promise to his mom, his family, he would never go to New York to play for.
I understand that.
And honestly, okay, so we're talking about the whole process. So just to let everybody know, the Knicks weren't even scheduled, wasn't even planning to win the NBA Finals. You know that everybody know that there was a 30% chance the Knicks were going to win. There was a 99% chance the Spurs were going to win. And Greg, I saw you said, "Man, fuck the Spurs. We don't want to talk bad on Brandon's,
Yeah.
comment."
Thank you.
So obviously you're good, Greg, but I was just letting you know. So basically, Spurs was scheduled to win in the Spurs.
Yeah, they'll be honest, before the playoffs.
What I was saying was they pulled the Brock Lesnar from WrestleMania 30 because basically they were not. And what I'm saying is the Knicks are not the real champions; they're paper champions. They weren't scripted to win. And Brandon, you got some wrong edit from wrong viewed of what you found on the internet, which you had to find the right stuff because it was scripted for the Spurs to win.
That's true.
Because
I know.
The Spurs are supposed to win.
All I'm saying is that, hats off to the paper champions, but that's the thing. They're going to be in the same drought as the Chicago Cubs in baseball when they got another drought from another decade of no champions for another 53 years. So I'm not going to lie. Your brother, Tom, got a good laugh out of me because he knew I was funny at what I said.
And you got to admit, he made you laugh when he's like...
I'm not going to lie. He did. But the script was the playoffs. The Cavaliers were supposed to win. They were supposed to go play the Spurs. And then it was scripted for the Cavs to win it next year. So now they have to rewrite the script for next season, is what I'm saying.
I understand that.
When script is written, it's supposed to be followed. And then it's like, I don't condone any of the violence that happened in the city. And that's why
None of us do.
I'm not going to Madison Square Garden for a long time. Until the Knicks say their apologies for changing the script, I am not going to Madison Square Garden for any events. Not for a concert, not for a basketball game, because I was the good luck when the Knicks lost every 3 games that I went to the Knicks games. I went to every game that was not the good team for that for those years. I went to get see. If anybody knows Tracy McGrady, Yao Ming, the legends of Houston Rockets.
Oh no, those are back in the old days.
I saw them play the Knicks. I saw Miami Heat play the Knicks, and then I got to see good old LeBron that year to see the Knicks play.
But Randy, I have a good question. Where do you think LeBron's going to go to?
There's a rumor that he's going to sign back with Cavaliers for his last season.
No, I really, I'm going to tell you the truth. I really think he's going to go back home to Cavaliers.
I know he will because he does not want to see the hometown, the Knicks, win a freaking fake championship that they did not deserve. But I'm saying this. Don't get me wrong. There is a 53-year drought that the Knicks have. And I understand that the Knicks fans were hungry, but it wasn't their time. It was not their time.
And Brunson was hungry.
That's true.
But it wasn't Brunson's time. And honestly, I cannot... And they don't want to see a father and son duo win a championship. I mean, they saw that with Rey Mysterio and Dominic Mysterio won the tag teams. That's different. That's different sport we're talking about. But what I'm saying is, a father and son playing on the same team, but as a coach and a player, that's just not common.
I understand. And... B. Silsky, I think you were saying something about like your thoughts about the Knicks being down almost every game in the finals.
Oh, no, but the game 4, we were down by 31.
29, I found out.
29,
yeah.
Like the third quarter, if the Knicks down by 15, then they have a chance. By the fourth quarter, they were on a run. When it was down by 5, I think Knicks can really win this game.
What was your thought about OG's tipping like that?
I was jumping for joy.
All right, so let's any regards to this one. What would be for any Knicks fans in the comments or who is in the box? What would be your reaction if the Knicks didn't win? What if it was only a fair battle without the whole hair pulling and grabbing and aggressiveness.
From both sides.
What if there was fair sides, fair battle, and the Knicks lost?
I'd be fine. It'd be like sad at first, but it would be like, I feel like it'd be okay because it would be a good series.
Because I'm not gonna lie, because Spurs, before the players even started, like the finals predictions was supposed to be the Detroit Pistons and the Celtics. The team coming out of the West is supposed to be OKC or San Antonio Spurs.
Yeah.
Because basically, like OKC and San Antonio Spurs was supposed to win the championship.
That's true.
So that's what I'm saying.
Their prediction.
That was the script was supposed to be the Cavaliers play the Spurs win again, and then the Cavaliers win the next season.
Yeah, the Cavs are supposed to win next year, but now
they had to change everything because the whole script was changed as that.
I understand that, and I respect that, and I agree.
There's a script for a reason, but the Knicks clearly did not care about that. They clearly broke the rules.
Well, Boston just tied it just now.
Cool, amazing.
Okay, my question is to any Yankees fans, what would you do with the Red Sox win? I am a Red Sox /Mets fan, but here's the thing. Be Silky, you're going to hear the craziest thing that a Red Sox fan is going to ever say in your life.
I don't know if he's still... Wait, I think he's... Wait, where did he go?
I think he walked away with
There we go.
Be Silky, I'm going to say this because I'm a Red Sox fan /Mets fan.
He says this all the time.
But here's the craziest thing you're ever going to hear from a Red Sox fan in life. Yankees are 10 times better than the Mets and Red Sox combined.
It's true.
I guess back then they were, yes, but now...
But what I'm saying this, and let's get back into basketball talk. So, the last time the Spurs won a championship was against the Cavaliers in 07. I think it was 07 season, 08. And then...
that was 2007 since San Antonio won the championship.
Yeah, and then 2014 against the Cavaliers. No, the Miami Heat, after the Miami Heat won back-to-back, when they won against OKC with their big three and the Miami Heat big three, when they had Chalmers, LeBron, Ray Allen, Chris Bosh. It goes on and on and on. Rest in peace to Oliver Tree. And then they had... Kawhi Leonard, Tim Duncan, Tony Parker, and then they came back and beat the back-to-back champions. But also, I can say this, it's crazy how, that's what I'm saying, what they were wanting was the Spurs to be the second team to come from a 3-1 deficit, and the Knicks messed that one up.
But also, I feel like this also, like, when me and my brother-in-law, Tom, were watching the game, I want to know this, Bisilski. Were you shocked of how low the score was in Game 5?
Yeah, I was...
Because, I mean, it's kind of normal for that score.
Wait, Randy, hold on. Sorry. I couldn't hear. Sorry.
My bad.
Don't worry.
Surprised. I was a little surprised about it.
I understand that.
There was a couple games, too, where I think Game 3, it was... Knicks won by 1 point.
And then it was so close.
Yeah, I think the first 2 games were very close.
They were. Game 4, the largest comeback.
Yeah.
The greatest comeback in
history. Then Game 5, the Knicks won by 4 points, because even if Wemby made that 3, they would have lost by 1 point.
I want to know this.
Wait, no. Actually... No, they would have lost by 1 point.
Yeah, if Wemby made that 3-pointer.
Yeah.
And
Knicks
I want to know...
104 to 103.
Mm-hmm.
Bisilski, I want to know... What did you think about the foul calls that were called during the finals for both teams?
It didn't make any sense, to be honest.
Man, honestly, Wemby should have gotten suspended for at least 2 games after what he did to Brunson and other people.
I understand that.
Basically, he, shoved Brunson to the ground.
And he, tripped his foot, too.
No sense. That really makes no sense.
I mean, I guess Brunson stepped on his foot, and then Wemby stepped on his.
True.
They both stepped on each other's foot, and then they both fell.
Mm-hmm. Hey, Randy.
Yeah.
Want to let Greg know in the comments?
Yeah, Greg, you can't curse in the comments.
Just letting you know, Greg, just because, yeah, just...
So we
like,
don't want
we
to
understand.
get no restrictions here.
Yeah, but I want to know because Bieselski...
I can say in the most PG's way, Wemby did make mistakes, and he's like the next Tim Duncan and, Yao Ming. So you can't really say he's horrible at his game. He just made, rookie mistakes.
Yeah, and that's normal. And I know this, like, your thoughts about them being 2 wins away from tying the Warriors' longest win streak.
So so let me just say this. The craziest thing that anybody did, how they beat the Warriors. So the Warriors went back-to-back with the Cavaliers. So the Cavaliers went 8 straight finals in the same years of the time. Went back in 2015, 2016. The Cavaliers were the first team to win from a 3-1 deficit. That's why they say they're the better team than anyone in the league. If you don't have a record like the Cavaliers winning from a 3-1 deficit in the finals, you're not the best team. That's not a opinion. That's a spoiler of a fact.
I understand
If
that.
you don't have a record like that, you can't really top that off. You can just say like, "Oh, we blow out a team." That doesn't mean anything if you don't win from a 3-1 deficit. So you're not the best team if you didn't do that in the NBA Finals, or I've been the first team to do that.
We understand that.
I'm saying, but honestly,
Do you have anything to say, Bieselski?
Ooh. Not gonna lie. Yeah, this playoffs was definitely was a good playoff. So
it was an okay playoffs. It was.
but I'm not gonna lie. I think the best playoffs I ever saw was 2016.
I understand that.
Okay, 2016 was better out of any freaking finals. We had Mo Williams make a return to the Cavaliers. We had we had other players. We had LeBron who came back from the Miami Heat after he left all those decades. And then we had Kyrie Irving before he left. Then we had J.R. Smith, Amon Shumpert. We took a lot of players from the Knicks. But also I can say this, Knicks made a lot of mistakes getting rid of Amon Shumpert and J.R. Smith, and they retired as a Cavalier.
I understand that. And
I'm just saying, there's some minor mistakes that the Knicks have made of trading their players. But honestly, I can just say this. They got a good stacked team, even though they weren't scheduled to win that championship. But next time, like, I'm going to say this to any fans, hats off to your paper champions. But next time, you have to follow the script. That's all I'm saying.
We understand that. Totally.
I'm just saying that with respect of my thoughts, but like,
yeah.
At least I said hats off.
Yeah.
And any Knicks fans, if you hear this, if the Knicks do not win, there was a bet I've been on the line. If the Knicks do win back-to-back, I will wear a Knicks championship hat for a week. If they don't win...
You just made Bieselski smile.
If they don't win, I will buy one of their hats and I'll light it on fire on live stream.
Oh, man, right.
Just like they did to LeBron, merch when he left those Cavaliers. But I'll burn a Knicks hat.
Oh,
and I want to know this.
And then I'll stomp on it and say, this is the garbage that you want as a paper farce.
I want to know this, Bieselski. Sure. Your thoughts about the Yankees so far this year?
Randy, he's the lighter.
I already have multiple.
Wait, Randy.
I'm going to say I can't really make predictions just yet, but...
like your thoughts.
I'm going to say in the playoffs, we're going to find out even more. Like the second half. Second half in playoffs, we'll find out even more. But
I understand that.
I'm not really too sure yet.
Like, have you thought the Yankees have done okay so far?
Yeah, so far they doing good. They're doing well, but I think this trade, because I think the trade coming up, the trade deadline, Yankees have to get pitching.
That's true. And
like a bullpen and one starting pitcher.
ooh, that's true. And plus, Freed is coming back soon, but we don't know how he's going to be yet.
Oh, what about that player who you guys got back from the Dodgers, who's actually stayed healthy lately?
Cody Bellinger, he's been...
Bellinger was on the Cubs, dude.
In the first half of his career, he was with the Dodgers, and then he went to the Cubs. Will.
Really?
Yeah. He was with the Dodgers from 2017 until 2022.
Golly. That may have been a poor mistake.
Yeah, but he had to refix his swing. But I want to know, Biselski, your thoughts about, like, the Mets so far. Are you shocked of, like, how the Mets have been this year?
Huh?
Your thoughts about the Mets?
Oh, I really can't say nothing right now, but it's not a good future. I feel not a good look for the Mets right now.
They're never going to have a good future the way they keep playing like that.
And plus, I feel like, and I don't know if you guys will agree, but my friend and our neighbor, Max, he said he feels like the Mets are wasting another prime season of Juan Soto. Do you guys agree with that?
Yes, I agree.
Yes.
The Mets need to get rid of him and give him back to the Yankees or give him to a different team.
That will win.
No, give him to a team that will
I would like to see Juan Soto back on the Yankees, though. I give him back.
Exactly.
What was your thoughts of when he signed?
Get him back and win number 22.
I wasn't surprised. I was shocked, but I wasn't.
I understand that.
Steve Cohen got the money.
That's true.
Well, the Mets can't do anything correctly.
I understand that. And
they got rid of one of their best players, Pete Alonso. They traded him.
oh, yeah.
The Orioles of all teams.
Signed with them.
All teams, the Orioles.
But also, Biselski, your thoughts about, because I know I've seen a lot of your videos, and they're really cool that you do and everything. You're welcome. Curious, if you had to say, like, your thoughts about, like, how the Bills and Chiefs rivalry, because those two teams have battled it out almost every postseason where it was Chiefs Bills and the Chiefs always came back. And
that's because Mahomes pays off the refs because he's a little crybaby. He's been doing that for like 6 years.
Yeah, I want to know your thoughts, Biselski, too.
Oh, I'm gonna say that's a good rivalry. Now that's always a good game, but
yeah,
there's a lot of high expectations, though.
Yeah.
Okay, I got a good question. So one of our friends is a Kansas City Chiefs fan, and also, I told you to follow. Just watch the whole script of how the Super Bowl was. Who won the Super Bowl the last Super Bowl that passed, right? Seahawks, right?
Mm-hmm.
So, what I'm saying is, what happened with the Patriots against Donovan McNabb? We lost because it was scripted for Tom Brady to win. Even though we had a big stack team with Donovan McNabb, Terrell Owens, Brian Westbrook, and then we had Brian Dawkins, and then on top of that, we had then when we had that rematch with the Patriots, we beat them with a freaking backup, right?
Yeah.
We stole a lot of their players. We got LeGarrette Blount. We got Jay Ajayi. We had also Corey Clement, one of our normals. Then we got a Baltimore Ravens running back, Torrey Smith, who had the biggest freaking punt return.
I understand that. And
so we beat the Patriots with a backup quarterback. Then we had a rematch against the Chiefs because it was scheduled for the Chiefs to lose, and then the Chiefs changed the script, and then all of a sudden, next thing you know, boom, we had a rematch with the Chiefs. And then we all go off their booty holes.
Well, yeah, that was the script. The Eagles were supposed to win a game with the Chiefs.
I understand that.
Because in 2023, Chiefs versus whatever Chiefs.
I think it was the 49ers.
And then 2024,
the Eagles.
Yeah, but...
And I want to know your thoughts about the Eagles-Chiefs rivalry. Because you know how those two teams can go at it.
Those are good games.
That's another good rivalry, too, even though people think that Taylor Swift is the cause of the...
I don't think it's because of her. I don't think it's because of her. I think it's just... I feel like because the Eagles had a very big chemistry, that's how they won. And I feel like the Chiefs also had a chemistry also.
I mean, also, she is an Eagles fan. She grew up an Eagles fan. She grew up in Pennsylvania.
Yeah.
She grew up outside of Philadelphia, so she's an Eagles fan. And then she met Travis Kelce.
I understand that. And
then she became a Chiefs fan afterwards.
I understand that.
Her entire family did.
Yeah. And,
her parents and her siblings all switched teams all of a sudden.
Yeah, and B. Silsky, your thoughts on that rivalry between Chiefs and Eagles?
Ooh, that's always a good game.
You think it's a good rivalry between those two?
Yeah, there's like a lot of history in those rivalries.
Well, I guess the basketball. I guess Taylor Swift running for the Knicks was very surprising.
That was crazy.
It was funny though.
If I was a Phillies fan, Philadelphia 76ers, and my team got destroyed, I would be rooting for the team. I would have personally voted for the Spurs.
Yeah, and also
every Philadelphia 76ers fans were rooting for the Spurs because the Knicks destroyed them.
That's true. And I do want to say this has been really cool getting to have B. Silsky back on. And, what's up, Serena? And it's great to have B. Silsky on and Randy Nation Zero and Willie Nation, I will call him for right now. And I want to ask you about your page. Basically, how did you start doing those videos and those filming of yours?
I'm not gonna lie. It's a long story, but it's a good story though.
Yeah.
Basically, I just thought about, you know what? Let me try this, and then after that, just on from there.
That's true. And Randy Nation, what do you think about B. Silsky's content?
I mean, he got to invite me to the freaking Nutty Irishman so I can collab with him because I reach over 8,000 followers right now.
That's true.
Yeah, B. Silk, I reached, okay, hold on, let me tell him the follower base I have now. The last time I hanged out with him was Dave and Buster's. And we tried to do some collaborations, and he didn't post mine, which is no big deal. But
that's true.
I can probably help him gain some followers because I do get paid for TikTok. If no one knew this on Instagram. Fudge, I pressed something wrong on TikTok. So right now, I have over 8,214 followers. I have over 402.7K likes.
Oh, man.
I posted a video of the bad reviews of my job right now that has 22.4K views.
Right on, brother.
So I've been thriving, and now I gotta post a video of my human resources guy who actually yelled at me and harassed me because he wasn't being professional because I was accused of some nonsense.
I understand.
So next thing, that was a 6-minute video, so that will come up soon, guys.
Yeah.
So I've been going through every ups and downs of my job, and it's kind of not funny to me.
And right now it says the Yankees are down only by 2 runs. It's only 4-2 right now. And I do want to say thank you to Willie Nation and Randy Nation for being the special guest that joined B. Silsky. And I do want to say thanks to B. Silsky for joining. And this will be live here on Instagram, and then we'll be live on YouTube later tonight. And expect a really cool background for it.
And also, stay tuned, Rain Nation Zero. In 2 weeks, Rain Nation Zero is going back up to Brandon's baseball vlogs for 4th of July weekend. So
that's true.
Definitely.
So
and everybody, yo, thank you so much. Wait, what are you trying to say, Randy? My bad.
I'm leaving, what's called July 3rd to go to Brandon's baseball vlogs house for July 4th. So I'm spending another holiday with Brandon's baseball vlogs. We're going to do another collaboration, so everybody's going to go see it. If you didn't know, now you know. Like, subscribe, post that notification, tap that notifier, and comment down below what you want us to talk about next on sports things. Come on now.
Yep, and I'm going to head off, but thank you guys for joining.
I think B-Silk was trying to say something real quick.
Oh, yeah, you can say it, B-Silsky.
Thank you guys for having me here, though. It's definitely been an honor.
You're welcome. You're welcome.
I'll see you guys soon.
See you guys soon.
Hopefully we can hang out again in person, though, B-Silk, so we can do some collaborations.
Definitely.
Sure.
Gotcha.
Yep. There we go.